But is it a Dani Micro killer? Good morning, vapors! So, today I'm gonna talk about the ENG class and compare it to the Dani Micro from Dicodes. In French, I always say Dicodes, but maybe in English it's Dicodes, and it sounds a lot better when you are speaking English. Usually I make reviews in French, but this review I think it's important, and many people are asking me for English subtitles, but it's a pain in the ass to edit the subtitles on YouTube. I don't know how to do it more easily, so the best thing that I can do is to film it in English and release two separate videos, one in French and the other in English. So I just finished the French review, and now I'm talking about it in English. So yeah, excuse my broken English and my funny mic. Hello, Mike. ENG class. So many people are saying that is a ripoff or a clone of the Dani Micro. And sorry, I disagree. It's not the same shape. When you have an aluminum body sandwich between two stainless steel plates, doesn't mean dicodes. Many models use this style language, this design, many models before dicodes. I was about to say pipeline, but just a brand. So for me, it's not a clone of the Dani Micro. But maybe it's a substitute. Yeah, 60 euros, 269 euros. And I have to thank Malik because he bought this mod 5 months ago. He used it with the GT4S Typhoon. And he bought this ENG class just for this review to compare them. And I thank him a lot for lending me his mods. In the last years, SX Mini or EHI released many mods. The SL class, the ML class, the J class. So when this box was released or announced in the last months of 2024, I think it was released between November and December of 2024. When I saw this box, I asked myself, what happened with SX Mini? Because this is not their language, this is not their design language, it's a rupture from what they used to make, because it's very different. This is an SL class, or the ML class, or the J class, so it doesn't look like this. So they changed a lot, their design. So I think it's not a ripoff of the Dani Micro. Ambition Mods did it with the K1 or K10. It looks a lot like a Dicodes device, a lot. But still, it's a ripoff of another Chinese modder, JD Mods. Many months before the release of the ENG class, JD Mods proposed the BD9 mod, powered with an SX chip, the SX600J. This one is powered with the SX416J. BD9 pictures. So a lot similar to this ENG class. And the problem is, although just rumors, The first picture that were released to announce the MQ class, it had stripes just here, just like the BD9. And if I'm lucky enough, I'm gonna find these pictures and show them to you. Personally, I like much better the BD9 style. The body is much sober, it's much cleaner. I think that sober is not used in English, only in French. But I mean cleaner. So, this video is not about is the MQ class a ripoff of the Dani Micro from Dicos, but is it a Dani Micro killer? Should I buy an MQ class for 60 or 58 euros or the high-end German mod for 269 euros? Close-ups. Dani Box Micro versus the MQ class from SX Mini or E-High. In my mind, it's always E-High. The brand is E-High, but they want to be named SX Mini. Yeah. Why are we comparing the packaging? Many times, high-end companies, vape companies, give us some shitty packaging. So let's start with the Dani Box Micro, which comes in an aluminum box. I think it's aluminum or plastic. Maybe it's aluminum. It's cold to the touch. A lot of cushioning. I removed their business cards because there is a huge QR code on it. Normally they give you also a bit of NIFE wire, 30 wire for temp control. We don't need it. You have a box, nothing else. The MQ class comes in the usual cardboard box. Too much info. On the bottom there's a lot of QR codes, a lot of links. So you have the box mod, a real Type-C cord, not the Barbie size one, and we have some papers. Yeah, the manual. For the Dani box, you have to download the manual on the internet, PDF form. So that was the packaging. The boxes, they are similarly sized, fairly similarly sized. They are very tiny, very similar construction. Two plates made of stainless steel, and the body is anodized aluminum. So I'm gonna start with the MQ class, 76 millimeters in height, 36.7 millimeters and 24 millimeters in diameter, and it weighs 77 grams, powered by a E-High SX 416J. The Dani Micro, 75.5 millimeters in height, so it's very close to the MQ class, 36.7 in width, so it's the same, and 23 millimeters in diameter, and it weighs a bit more, 84 grams, and it's powered by their own chipset, the FL80. So this box gives 80 watts, and this one only 60, using an 18650. We have Type-C connections. Both of them are well made, they are centered. But with the Dani Micro, we have a CS1 or CS2 connection to charge it with a dock that you buy. And yeah, the 510s, this one is very, very stiff. And for the MQ class is on cloud, yeah. Aesthetically, I prefer the Dani Micro because it's more sober, and this one, well, you have this huge chromed plaque saying MQ class. They are proud of their brand, of their name, the name of the model, and it's a fingerprint magnet. It's disgusting. Yeah, I prefer the design of the BD9 from JD Mods, much better. The buttons for this one is for thumb, and this one is more target for triggering. But the MQ class, you can use it with the right or the left hand. There's no problem. I don't mind this button. The clicks, yeah, the Dani feels more substantial, more precise. This one is a bit jiggly too. And this one doesn't move. Operating the system, you have the manual, so I'm not going to show you how to operate the system. The main difference is with my GT4S, it read on the MQ class 0.35 ohms, and on the Dani it's 0.36, as same as on the DNA 75C on this old H cigar. So the MQ class read a bit low, but it's not an issue. 0.01 ohm, it's nothing. Yeah, there is a difference here. From the start, we are seeing it, and it's all about the anodization. This box is much better coated or anodized than the much expensive Dani. So this one is about 60 euros and this one is 269 euros. On this side, it's black. On this side, it's disgusting because it's on this side, it rests on the fingers. So just with the acidity of the skin, of the human skin, we are not radioactive people, so it's more disgusting. This box, the clutch, also billet aluminum anodized. I'm using it for years and years, many months, not years. I think 1 or 2 years. Not a single issue. It's pristine, it's clean. 5 months, already disgusting. Yeah, it's a problem. I don't like it. The other main difference is about the battery caps. This one on the MQ class is garbage. It's crunchy. It's yeah, it's garbage. Of course, on the Dani, it's buttery smooth. It's luxurious. But on the MQ class, it's garbage. The main issue that I have with this box is this battery cap, because I'm using it every day because I switch batteries. I don't use the USB-C, and yeah, they have to improve this battery cap. The threadings are trash. So it's all about the differences. Let's go to the outro. So the main issue that I have with the MQ class is the battery cap. Yeah, the threads are trash. They are just trash. There's no excuse about it. But for 60 euros, I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Yeah. It's an issue, but yeah, I can forgive it. The main issue that I have with this Dani Micro, after just 5 months of use, is the coating. This aluminum is anodized. Okay, but why it looks like shit after just 5 months of use? It's disgusting. Where is it? Is Chinese companies much skilled with anodized aluminium because this clutch, I use this clutch a lot. 1 or 2 years straight, I'm using it. The vape's great. Even the bottom is clean, no scratches, no fading. This is anodized, and it doesn't look like it's anodized. Even on the other side, if you compare it with the MQ class, doesn't look like it. The MQ class is much better. Yes, to be blunt, the aluminium parts of the body of the MQ class, the anodized aluminium, is much higher quality than this. 269 euros. 60 euros, 269, and the anodization is much better because after just 5 months it faded just like a cheap Chinese mod made of zinc alloy and painted with the cheapest paint. This is not painted, it's anodized and doesn't look like it. It's just fading after 5 months. We don't buy mods at 269 euros to use it for months. We buy them to use it for years. It's quality. It's the high-end aspect of the vaping. I always loved Dicos, but it irks me to see this quality of anodization. I will not buy a Dani Micro. I would rather buy an MQ class or better the BD9 if I can find the BD9, and I think it's sold on AliExpress. Yeah, I just pronounced this in Arabic. AliExpress. Yeah, for the English viewer that doesn't know me, I'm Nanko, making videos since 2015. I'm Moroccan, and I work in the vaping industry. I have a shop, online shop, blah, 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 blah. So this mod, its main con is just the battery cap. It's not a big issue. Yeah, it's crunchy. Yeah, I don't like it. It's disgusting. But there's nothing more disgusting than this for me. Because, yeah, it's not aging well. It's aging like bad wine. It's turned into vinegar. The vape's good. Believe me, the vape's good. But we have normal skin. I'm not radioactive, or Malik is not from out of space. He's just a human. And the anodized aluminium doesn't deal with his sweat. That's a problem, Dicos. That's a problem, German folks, because the Chinese folks have better anodized aluminium. Much better. So just for that, yes, the MQ class is a Dani Micro killer for me. The vape just good. Easy to operate. It's cute, although it has this ugly plate, chrome plate. Don't like it. This is why I would rather have the BD9 from GD Mods, which is inspired, or it's not just inspiration, it's just a rip-off. But I do like it. I do like it. Someone will say in the comments, yeah, but you can have other bodies for this mod. Oh, yes, yeah. but you are paying 269 for a bad anodized aluminium. From the start, from the get-go, it's not worth it, 269, just for the body. Yeah, the chipset is good, the construction is good, but it's fading, dude. It's fading. I don't like it. This one is not fading. This one it was used for 3 months. Doesn't look like the dicodes. Looks much better. I have an outro in French. I don't have it in English. In French, I say just vive la vape libre and ciao. So what am I gonna say in English? Bugger. Have a good one.